It's unfortunate. As humans, we want to live our lives in the best way that we could, in a calm way, enjoy our lives. When you have such conflict, impacted. But I'll focus more on those of us in Ghana. This conflict is happening several kilometers away, but those of us in Ghana, is the conflict going to impact us? What should we do? And so on and so forth. I think, and I believe most Ghanaians also believe in same way, that if we decide to do nothing because it's happening kilometers away, it will impact us anyway.
Yeah.
Because the world is a small place. We are all interconnected. And we know that region, what it is noted for. It is noted for oil. Oil for running industry. So if we sit down, do nothing, we'll be impacted. At least through oil. We know that region controls so much when it comes to oil. The Strait of Hormuz, which is, the bottom part of Iran, about 20% of global oil supplies, pass through that channel. Okay, so now that Iran is either blocking or threatening to block that channel, it gives you an indication that global oil supplies will be curtailed.
Absolutely.
And once supply is curtailed, prices will go up and it will hit Ghana. We might not be seeing it now at the pumps, but it's just, time delayed. It will get to us. It starts with price going up, price of oil going up. Then it moves to the currencies, the FX. It hits the FX, then it hits inflation. That's the order. Price goes up, hits FX, hits inflation. Then you start feeling it. We shouldn't sit down, wait until it hits us. We have to take measures. Because we don't know when this conflict is going to end. Okay, we don't know when it's going to end. So what measures would the government have to take, okay, to ensure that the impact could be contained, that we don't get into another cocoa crisis, in the oil sector, and bring, untoward, whatever hardship on Ghanaians. And I have to say this, my brother, not long ago, the current government, they were ridiculing the NPP. When we said the Russia-Ukraine war, when we said COVID, they were having impact on the economy of this country. They were mocking us. We don't wish this economy any doom. But you see, in politics, there should be limits. Where we have the facts, where the issues are real, where the issues are going to impact everyone, and we know, let's not play politics with these. Now we are faced with a similar issue, okay? We will not mock them, we will not ridicule them, but we know in reality, economics has no color. It has no alignment to any political polarization. So we should be careful when we are making certain comments and we are ridiculing, okay? Now, what the government needs to do is to take action. Now, what could happen if you look at, what is happening now in that region? Like I said, supplies could be curtailed. So what should the government do? Make sure at least we have some stocks in place. Because if supply is curtailed and you don't have stocks, you are going to be in a mess. We should have some stocks in place. We should anticipate that prices will go up. Already in the world market, prices have gone up as of yesterday by about 10%. It will hit us. It's just delay time. Price has gone up by about 10%. It will keep on going up. Don't forget, these cargo ships that, cast the oil around, they go for insurance, okay, freight insurance. All these are going to go up. Once risk goes up, insurance premiums go up. All these are going to be turned on to the final consumer. Okay, you have insurance going up, you have, supply disarray, and all that. All these are going to, come on us. what do we do? How do we position ourselves to make sure that when the real hit is coming, we are well prepared?
Right.
That is what we have to start thinking now. We shouldn't sit down and then when it hits us, then we start, going around like, the president said at the State of the Nation address, the cost would have been so much if the government had taken it upon itself. We shouldn't wait for this oil also to snowball until it gets to a point that it's so much. And then we just pass it on to the final consumer, to the poor Ghanaian consumer. We should take the necessary measures as managers of this economy.
Right.
And we know the right thing to do because it will come to us. All petrochemical related products, if this conflict continues, the price will go up. Fertilizer, price will go up, and that will hit cocoa. Some of the related chemicals, price will go up. It will hit cocoa. So we shouldn't just sit down.
Right.
And as minority in parliament, as the NPP party, we are ready. To offer. All the guidance that probably
you have been through it before.
and we were real in dealing with it.
Right.
At that point in time, if we remember the president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, he said he was ready to support. From all angles. If you remember, water, price was held. Water, was even somehow given out, for free. Yeah. Electricity price held, and all that. We were ready to socially support. Okay. He said he couldn't bring back life, but he could support people, to go on with their lives. That is the sort of approach that we are expecting.
Right.
Okay. So the current government, now they are seeing the reality. They are seeing economic mechanisms have no political alienations. Now they should be bold enough. They should sit up and let Ghanaians know that they can address some of these issues.
Right.
It's not just a talk show or whatever. And we don't want another cocoa crisis in the oil sector.
Okay.
And that is what Ghanaians are expecting.
Right.
We expect them to take the right measures now.
Issa, we are not going for a break. We are coming to you directly.
Thank you. Well, thank you. I think that we've all agreed on this table that what is happening far still has an impact, directly or indirectly, on any part of the world. Clearly, because we also know that about 20% of the oil passes through Iran to the rest of the world. That alone is an impact. Also, more so at a point, Ghana currently has an deliberate policy on exporting what human resource. We have most of our young people who go out to this Middle East for many other works, be it from nursing to teaching to driving, electrician, or construction. Most of them are there. And I'm sure while they are there, they support the local economy through remittances. Sure. So any other instability there affects their work. The fact that even there's a need for the embassies or the consulate to be able to evacuate people and move people around also puts some stress locally to us. So the issues are very clear. But the point is that I think that what we try to do as a people is not to rely or even use some of these things as constant excuses in our management. And I think that the president has shown the way. Unlike previously where Ukraine, Russia has become the topic to the extent that they complained to the level that even Ukrainians have got tired and were donating food to Africa. Meanwhile, they were directly affected with the issue. So that's the kind of thing we don't want. A situation where we were complaining so much, even within the same period. The leakages that was happening in this country, we went to IMF for support of $3 billion when we were allowing over $31 billion through transfers that will talk about important things in this country. It never came back. We know that they just are deliberate. So when this kind of recklessness happens, we will complain definitely. But come back to what we were thinking about. The fact that the president has focused within the last 8 to 18 months in bringing back TOR shows that visionary leadership. Because TOR now is going to serve as an anchor to be able to give her that sense of energy security in that particular angle. I have been sitting down here before you. I'm a member of the TOR board. And I've seen the real work that really took place there. The young man there, Edmond Combat and his deputy Mustafa, and the team, the work they have done, coupled with what the board members, led by Honorable Billy Joe, you can see that there's a complete turnaround of what? Hope. It was like a wealth sitting down with people roaming with poverty around it. Today, the signs are very clear. It has started, and I'm sure they are peaking even at somewhere around 60,000 tons per stream day. Are you getting it? So that's what we are looking at. The indication is there. If you're able to focus like this and be able to turn our crude into what they find a product that we can all use, we can have that buffer. You go to South Africa and other places, they knowing very well they have a time that they will be struggling with the world. They build buffers that could take them for years. Even as we are talking now today, I listened to a report from Iran that says that if the world decide to cut them off, they have oil that can take care of them for the next 200 years. Mm-hmm. That's what it is. So we as a people too, that's what we should begin to look at. It's not surprising that now we are moving from import coverage, we are moving from 5.7% to about 13 months that we are looking at, 15 months that we are looking at. It is about these things that we are seeing, so the easy shocks of the world shouldn't affect us too much. And I think that the president has shown the way. And now we need to be applauding that. That's the kind of leadership we want. That when we have institutions in this country that are having the capacity to be able to take care of us when we are struggling, we should make sure that we empower them, we give them the right resources, we put the right people there to be able to turn things around so that they do not only create jobs, but they also make sure that we have a sustainable system running around. Mm-hmm. But I think Mr. Paul made a very important point, even though I just have to chip in because it ties to security. Very fantastic, because we're looking at external issues that are affecting us here. But he also made a point that one of the challenges we are facing in terms of security-wise is what the internal security. That couples with even what's happening in our schools now. On that particular spot, I think I support that, but I think that we are also losing sight of who we are as a people. You know, we are naturally a communal society where every eye watches somebody. But because of the current trends of modernity, we are moving to individualistic. So it's even difficult for even the slightest or the smallest community that we have to control people within themselves. So when we begin to look at this, let me give you an interesting perspective. Maybe they should research into that. I initially thought politics was a dividing factor for many of us. But it will interest you when you go practically. Communities have chieftaincy and land dispute. They don't even come together. When even there's a funeral, they cannot even convert. Even anything good, they can't convert. But when you, as a politician, go into that community, the likelihood that you are able to bring everybody on board to meet and discuss with you is very high. Right. So the issue is not just about politics. It's also about how we are able to manage these issues, like in terms of chieftaincy and land. I think that when we begin to look at this and we go by the systems that are put in place to make sure that we have the right people occupying where they're supposed to be, and also fairness or equity being given to everybody, we are able to move as a country. Because otherwise, this is what we are facing. The bigger aim will be that they want to bring peace into this world. They want to make sure that there's liberty, everybody is free. But at the same time, war is used as a tool to be able to create peace. It sounds as like some paradox for us. But I still want to urge that all the players who are there should look at it from the diplomatic engagement. Let's go and talk, let's discuss and make sure that we make this world a peaceful place. Okay. I also want to tell my brothers and sisters who are out there, now that even most Muslims, this is the time, because most of them are even trying to travel to Saudi Arabia for this ritual, spiritual issues, but they are all stranded. So I think that when things are at least ease, people should be cautious and take good care of themselves. Absolutely. You do not find yourself at the wrong place that we will be regretting later. Absolutely. And I'm sure that one of the things that we also need to look at is what is happening tomorrow, the by-election in Ayawaso East. Thankfully, Musa Dankwa has joined us via Zoom. He's been doing some work in terms of polling in the constituency and is joining us via Zoom to give us some details on the work he's doing there. Musa, thank you so much for your time. I hope you're doing well.
Thank you very much for having me. Doing very well. Thank you.
Great. So I've seen the recent work that you did in the constituency, and interestingly, you were also asking questions about vote buying and how the constituents feel about it. Talk to me about that.
Yes, I mean, we couldn't have gone to Ayawaso East without bringing out the issue of vote buying. Proving democracy, we must be concerned about what we are seeing in the way money is being used to kind of get elected. So certainly we have to ask people around those issues. And for general voters, They are not like delegates, so they will tell you their mind, and we did so in NEMA as well. The first question we asked regarding those issues were about whether they were satisfied with what we witnessed in terms of vote buying in the NDC primaries in the Iwasu East constituency. About 62% of the respondents said they were dissatisfied. They were not happy at all with what they saw. 38% said they were satisfied with what happened. We proceeded to ask them whether they were concerned about vote buying in the NDC primaries. In that, on that question, about 83% said they were concerned about the vote buying incident in the NDC primaries. Only 15% were not concerned about it, and 2% were neutral about it, what they are concerned. And then we asked them again whether they are concerned about the growing monetization of our democracy. 83% of them said they were concerned about growing monetization of our politics. 83%. 15% said they were not concerned, and again 2% were neutral. And we asked them whether the incident that we saw in Nima would influence how they vote. On that score, only 20% said yes, it will influence them. 80% said it will not influence them. So you can see clearly that they are concerned, they're not happy, but they want to vote without taking into account the issue of vote buying. Which suggests that this is happening because it's a stronghold of the NDC.
Right.
And you will not be able to do the same for swing constituencies that we have around.
Quite interesting. You also asked them about the president's rating as well as the direction they believe the country is headed.
Yes, we asked them whether the country is headed in the right direction or wrong direction according to what they've observed over the past year or so. 81% of them said right direction, 18% said wrong direction, and 1% did not have an opinion. On the president, the same number, 81% said they approve of the way he's doing his job. 18% approve and 1% did not have an opinion. So it's overwhelmingly NDC stronghold.
Right.
And we don't expect better than that.
Right. And does that have any bearing on who they believe would emerge as a winner of the by-election slated for tomorrow?
Yes, certainly. I mean, if you have 81% approving the president, that number will take into actual vote.
And so, per the details, what are the percentages in terms of the contenders? And I want to find out because there are some who say that Umaru Sanders' exit from the NDC to contest as an independent candidate might have some impact on the votes of the NDC in the area.
If you look at current polling data that we just released, 75% of the respondents said they intend to vote for Baba Jamal. 81% would vote for Baba Ali. MPP. Independent candidate is getting as close to about 3%, and the rest of them getting below 0.5%. So you can see that Baba Jamal is not winning comfortably.
So it's a comfortable victory for Baba Jamal.
Sorry?
I'm saying that per the figures, it's a comfortable victory for Baba Jamal.
Yes, absolutely.
And nothing can change between now and tomorrow.
No.
And looking at what happened with your first polling for Iwasu East, people are asking, why did you even bother to do it again?
No, we owe it a public duty. It's not about what people do to discourage us that would dampen our spirit of public service. We've signed our CSR with the people of Ghana. Whether we've been disgraced or not, we'll do what is right.
So it's your duty to the people.
Sorry?
I'm asking, so it's the duty to the people.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And what about your level of confidence in this particular figures that we are seeing?
Your line is not very clear. I think there's a break in the line.
Oh, sorry. So I'm asking your confidence level in this one after what happened the other time.
No, we have a 95% confidence level and 3% plus or minus margin of error.
Right. Right. Well, Mensah, thank you. Thank you so much for the details. And I'm sure that tomorrow we'll get to know how it all pans out. But let me come back to the studio and let me start with you on this one. The NDC, according to what Mensah is putting out, is cruising to victory.
Yeah, sure.
No surprises there for you?
No surprises. Because even the APP knows that they are only hoping to be able to at least get some marginal increment. They can use it for a story. And so even if you look at their story, they're saying that Baba Jamal is an alien. He's coming from somewhere. They should vote for their own.
Yes.
That's not a campaign message. But everybody knows that this time around, between the MPP, NDC, and even the independent, if you are going to make a choice that will bring about development, you go for the NDC. Our brother, who is now trying to be an independent candidate, I'm sure the chairman to our party clearly made the message. He made it clear to everybody that the party has rules, and once you violate those rules, it is you that will face the consequences. And I'm sure even the independents that we have, 4 of them that we have in parliament, all of them have joined NDC. Why? Because they think that for them to be able to pull some development to that area, at least if you do business with what the majority, you are likely to also get the support of the government. That's it. So if you have somebody who is not just a novice in politics, who is not a new person in the NDC cycles coming up, I'm sure that you should support him wholeheartedly. We know we have phases of elections. We have the internal elections that primaries. Since that happened, I think that
has happened, I mean, during the NDC's primaries and all that. I mean, it's mind-boggling that within a short period, people have been able to amass and distribute so much. And the party itself, the NDC party itself, I mean, has been surprised. The sort of, I mean, things that have been done during the primaries. So I believe that the people that are going to vote, they are equally aware of these, and it's going to impact them, I mean, somehow. Going into these elections, I believe we should give regards to the constituents, give regards to the delegates, or I mean the voters in the constituency. They know, I mean, what is good for them. They know what the NPP is able to do. They know what the NPP has done for this country. Now, if you go to our secondary schools, the enrollment that you see now, people who otherwise would have been at home, now in schools. Okay, all these wonderful policies. Look at digitalization, what it has done for this country. Okay, so all these good policies of the NPP, I believe the people, they have seen it.
Okay.
All this mess in the cocoa sector that the NDC has brought now, I believe that people, they have seen it and they know what is right, I mean, for this country. So your works will speak for you. Okay, one that has transformed this country structurally. One that said, let's do 1D, 1F. That has brought all sort of changes in the way we build and produce,
right,
the way we manage value chains in this country. One that has brought all these transformations versus the ones that are being interventional for just one or two economic metrics which are not sustainable, the people know. So I believe they'll make, the rightful decisions to support their future, to have better life. Okay. So let's wait and see.
Okay, Mr. Rampa Mensah.
Yes, I'm just looking at the statistics that Musa just gave. Concerning vote buying, 62% dissatisfied with vote buying.
Yes.
But a higher minority, 38% think it's good. Satisfied with vote buying, 38%. 80% concerned about vote buying, and 83% concerned about growing monetization in Ghana politics. I think some of the things that we've hammered over the years, of which we've tried to organize a roundtable around it to see how it goes. My concern is how our state agencies are treating vote buying as if it's not a criminal activity. I sat here and said, when we discussed the post-primaries at NEMA, when we saw vividly the television sets and other materials that were being distributed, and the comments that followed up, people were happy that the NDC as a party has condemned it, set up a committee to investigate. The majority caucus in Parliament condemned it. And then I think most people also spoke against that. I made a statement that the internal processes to condemn the practice does not override the criminal processes to investigate and prosecute.
Right.
And we've not heard anything about that to date. So we seem to... The fact that 38% doesn't see anything wrong with it seems to cement the fact that Ghana, we don't take concern about how money is becoming part of our electoral processes, which is a danger that we need to talk of. Whether the vote buying will affect people's votes, I wasn't expecting anything different because I said, and people don't sometimes agree with me, the two political parties have their constituents.
Yeah.
Whether or not the MPP loses, the MPP will not come below 40%. Whether or not the NDC loses, the NDC will not come below 40%. Yeah. And they have gotten their constituencies that are safe seats for them. There's no way we were expecting the NEMA seat to be taken away from Baba Jama. Whether Baba Jama is an insider from Akwatia, from where Baba Jama is an NDC. And that seat is not individual seat. It's an NDC. The person who said he wanted to go independent has not analyzed the votes there. Go and check the presidential results of the constituency and the parliamentary results of the constituency. There's no single vote in the voter's skirt and blouse. So if you are taking advice to go independent, you need to get a political analyst to advise you on the trend of events there before you spend. Probably he just wants to show face. That's what I can say. My comments going forward is that in the 2020 elections, we did not have particular conflict in Ayawaso East, but we had conflict in the adjoining constituency that resulted in the death of one person. Conflict transportation is not something new. Based on this, I expect security to be tight, especially at the last phase. I said this in the 2024 elections. We're not going to see elections. When you look at the election data, you hardly have a conflict during the voting. Where the conflict usually comes is during collation and declaration. And sometimes post-election environment where the government changes hands. So with this, I know the police, the intelligence, the election security task force has more intelligence than I do. I expect them to monitor the process and also beef security at the last hour of declaration, where we've had most of the challenge. Otherwise, we don't expect anything new from the Ayawaso East election. I hope my brother is happy.
No, more happy because I think you added the security lens to it.
But the police, I think over the weekend, they had a show of force march in the constituency to tell the people that whatever, whoever may or might be nursing any form of violence should just abort because it's not going to happen.
A bag of rice at home.
Right, so that's Paul Abrampa Mensah, Programs Manager and Team Lead, Security Sector, Local and Urban Governance at CDD. Before him, you heard Shinibu Kodjo, who is Member of Parliament for Manson Kwanta, and also the Deputy Ranking on the Committee on Economy and Development. And of course, Mohammed Issa Bataglia, who is MP Sala East and a board member of Tema Oil Refinery. And before we go, though, let me tell you about getting pieces that show that you're authentically Ghanaian. Now, in this month of March, what you want to do is to have something and wear something that shows that you are truly Ghanaian. That's what Goldboard Jewelry is offering you. We're talking about pure gold, 100% gold mined in Ghana and artistically created and crafted to bring out that African, that Ghanaian in you. So rush quickly to their showrooms at Diamond House, Kimbu Road, Accra. You can call 055-5810-005. The Oxford Street Osu, you can call 0556-771-438. Otele Avenue, East Legon, 0553-163-811. Marina Mall, Spintex, 0556-771-414. In Tema, Community 11, call 0556-771-415. At the Ampoma Arcade in Kumasi, call 0556-771-416. And at the Prempeh First International Airport in Kumasi, 0531-040-808 to get your Goldboard jewelry today. Well, today is the second day of March 2026, but then yesterday some wonderful people celebrated birthday, so let's help make it a lot more special for them. And so happy birthday, though belated, to the CEO of the EIB network, Nathaniel Kwabna Anochi Edisi, aka Bola Ray, SKA Bolas, our own Chief Executive Officer. Yesterday he turned 49 years. Happy birthday to you, sir. God bless you and keep you, and also cause you to keep bearing that vision to steer the affairs of this ship. We appreciate you and we love you so much. Happy birthday to you, Bola Ray. And of course, it was also the birthday of Alice Aite Inen, Mrs., who is our managing news editor here at GHOne Television and also at Star 103.5 FM. Alice, we appreciate you. We love you. You and me, Charlie. She's in London now. She's enjoying. She's having fun in London and doing all manner of great things in London. So, Alice, happy birthday to you as well. God bless you and keep you. And also, happy birthday, Mrs. Georgina Tamia of 3 Garrison KG in Sunyana. And it's from your husband, Staff Sergeant Esiedu Enoch of 5 Force Movement Unit, Air Force Base, Burma Camp in Accra. He says he super loves you and he wishes you to have the best of the day and the best of life. He will definitely surprise you. Mrs. Georgina Tanya of 3 Garrison KG in Sunyan. Your husband says we should wish you a happy birthday. Well, that's all time will allow us this morning. Grateful for your company on the show. I am Joshua Kodjo Mensah. God willing, same time tomorrow, we are back on your screens. You have a lovely day.